Imagine having your whole life change in an instant. Imagine being diagnosed with breast cancer and told that the odds were against you. It happened to Linda Larson 3 years ago. Fortunately, she survived, and her inspiring story helped her win our Karamia Medical Makeover. Now you'll be inspired to see how Dr. Capon and Karamia are helping Linda discover herself.
The scars of cancer don't have to be permanent.
Hi, Linda. My name's Lila. I'm a nurse practitioner here at Karamia. I'm going to be part of the team that helps in your makeover.
This is going to be a fun adventure over the next 6 months.
The tiredness and puffiness under my eyes.
Get rid of some of the brown around here. Get rid of some of the red.
This brown kind of thing.
Get rid of some of the fine lines. Tighten your skin. Decrease your pore size.
A little bit of Restylane in here.
Just a tremendous gift. How did this happen to me? Stage 3B aggressive invasive, possible lymph nodes, possible it's so far along, you probably have about a 20% chance of living. Do you know what pain is? Let me tell you. Radiation and chemo, nothing is as bad as chemo. They take you this close to being dead. That's what they do. They poison you, they take you, they want to kill every bad cell they can find. They took 14 lymph nodes, bilateral mastectomies, and all of a sudden there I am with, scraped to the bone because it was such a big lesion, and they found smaller lesions in the other side. And it did. It aged me overnight. This has been the biggest gift back other than my life. He wouldn't let me alone. Usually he just pulls the blanket off my shoulder and meows at me, get up, feed me. He kept kneading with his head, butting against me, clawing at my chest, and he just wouldn't stop. And I finally pushed him away and rolled over just in the right position. He pushed really hard with his head, and this tumor popped to the surface. And I went, whoa, holy smokes. It was huge, 9 centimeters, it turns out, we find later. But I felt that, and it was tender, and I woke my husband and said, Steve, you've got to feel this. It was huge.
Linda realized to her horror that it had been 3 years since she'd had a mammogram.
How did this happen to me? I know better. This can't possibly happen to me. And it did, because I got busy in my life and taking care of other people, being a caregiver. I didn't take care of myself. They took 14 lymph nodes, bilateral mastectomies. It was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, boom, we're just there. And so within a matter of a few days, I had to go through all that trauma, and all of a sudden there I am with, scraped to the bone because it was such a big lesion, and they found smaller lesions in the other side.
Once she was diagnosed, she discovered she had 5 generations of breast cancer in her family, and she didn't know it.
At first, it was devastating, but you know what was worse for me? I had waist-length long hair, and my hair was part of that image too. Very thick, beautiful, strawberry blonde, waist-length hair. That's what was the hardest for me to lose, was my hair. And now it's just so fine, and so you can see it's very difficult. I'm having a harder time dealing with the loss of my hair and the aging, the whole overall aging, plus losing my figure. And it did. It aged me overnight.
It's dear to all women's heart and everyone's heart. All of us know someone who either has breast cancer now, that's newly diagnosed, or we've lost family members or friends from breast cancer. I picked Linda for a couple reasons. She was passionate in the interview. She had a wonderful story that I actually fell in love with. To pick someone that was excited about what we do, passionate about their life, and she's got a second chance on life. And when you think about it, it's pretty cool. And I have been so lucky. Yes, I've worked hard, and I love what I do, and I'm passionate about dermatology, but I've done this 25 years, and 10 years with Karamia Medical Day Spa, and we have a successful spa, we have a successful dermatology practice, and I'm going to be 54 pretty soon, and it's time that we give something back to the community and thank the community that's been so good to myself and to my staff and to my family.
The thing that's been devastating about what's happened through the cancer treatment, the chemo, the radiation, and of course because of the hormonal changes and things that you go through with all of this.
Absolutely.
It's aged me very drastically, very fast.
What would you like to change?
I would like to get rid of this stuff.
Okay.
I'd like to get rid of these saggy eyelids.
Okay.
I'd like to get rid of the brown spots.
It's an emotional toll,
And an
not just a
emotional toll,
physical
too.
toll. Absolutely.
I look in the mirror and I don't know me. I look like my mother.
And we have a lot of different things that we do here at Carmia to help restore skin and bring back that youthful appearance. What is it that you don't like about your skin?
Well, I think the first thing is all the aging spots, the dryness that happened after all the chemo and radiation. You know, I had lots of skin reactions and rashes that kind of dried all the skin out. And of course the wrinkles, this frown kind of thing, these wrinkles in here, the tiredness and puffiness under my eyes.
What we're going to do today is we're going to give you your Botox to get you started. And what the Botox is for, it's to freeze those muscles of expression. So if we look up here at your forehead, we'd like to give you some Botox up in here. So lift your forehead. Okay, now relax. We want you to still have some natural movement, but we want at the same time you not to look tired and get rid of that heavy look that you had.
What we do here at Carmia is kind of like working out with a trainer at the gym. So if you come in and you do everything that we ask for you to do here in the office, but then you go home and you pick out on donuts, then you've not gotten anywhere. You're not going to reach your goals that way. It's a day cream that has polypeptide proteins, and that's the latest in technology for restoring collagen to your skin. This is an eye cream that also has the polypeptide proteins, and that will help with some of the puffiness and some of the sagging that you've complained about around your eyes. The last thing that we're going to have you use is a compounded product that we have made for us that has a little bit of retin-A in it, which will help with some of the dryness as well as to rejuvenate some of the texture in your skin.
2 weeks from now to 3 weeks after the Botox is set in, we want to do part 2 of the series. And part 2 of the series is the Fraxel. It's the CO2 or the carbon dioxide Fraxel that we hope will get rid of some of the brown around here, get rid of some of the red. We hope it will get rid of some of the fine lines, tighten your skin, decrease your pore size. I'd like to take the Fraxel right down your neck onto your chest. What we'll do with the Fraxel is get some tightening in your neck, some tightening along the jawbone. We hope some lifting of your upper eyelid and some tightening down here of your lower neck, chest, and we want to get rid of that brown and just give you a fresher look. That's what we're looking for. Taking off 5 to 10 years and a fresher look so you feel better about yourself. After the Fraxel, we'll go to part 3. And part 3 is putting a filler in. We're hoping to tighten you up with the Fraxel, but right here in your nasal labial folds, right in there, we can't get rid of all of that with the Fraxel, so then we'll fill in the crevices or the depressions that are left. After this process, you'll move on to our esthetician, who will then do a series of facials, probably some spray tan on you, and then a makeover with makeup, so you continue to wear the appropriate makeup and use the appropriate products.
I don't want to mess anything up.
Yeah, give me a hug.
Oh, thank you again so much.
You're
This is such an awesome thing for you guys to do for me. This is just a tremendous gift.
You just saw Linda getting Botox. Well, for the month of October here at Carmia Medical Day Spa, they have a special for American Woman viewers only. They have Botox for $12 a unit, and that's for the entire month of October. Give them a call at 303-350-4600.